Okay. We'll begin with Mincha, page 1 in Sidur Sim Shalom, page 289 in Sidur Leiv Shalem. Ashrei Techa, Od Yarucha Sela, Ashrei Ham Tekachalo, Ashrei Ha'am, Janela Ha'am. B'cho Yom HaKadosh, B'chonam Lamon, Adak V'Tadak V'Veni, Zuzah Degamir, Zecharat V'Hayim, Chanun Rachum Adonai, Ha'am Nachas, Etov, Hanach Racham Avachim, Yodu Chanai Kol Mazach, Zedech V'Chol Chayim, Odi Livin Adam, Chama Chutol, Samechan Alchol, Tzadik Anam Chol Chamas, Harov Anam Chol Chol. Tilat Adonai Daber Pivo Ekavas Hashem Kodsho Le'olam Va'ed V'Anachnu.
No, Mickey's okay.
Did we just lose Rabbi?
It's like he froze.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was just us.
Nope. Well, it takes care of that.
I guess he'll be back in a minute.
All right, Norm, take over.
He'll be through. He'll be halfway through the Shemon Esrei before we get him back.
This reminds me of last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
was
it
worse,
does.
so.
That was really strange last week. We could not hear you guys.
No,
He used something different last week.
yes, they were at the synagogue.
No, but you were on and we were on, but we couldn't hear. We could see you, but we couldn't hear you, but you could hear for some reason, right?
Well, only for a short point. You were on and off.
He must realize that he's off.
I can text him.
He can't still be praying.
You never know. See, I didn't know this was being live streamed. That might be what's causing
Could
trouble.
be. Shouldn't matter though. It might have. You're right. because
And live stream doesn't get us a minion, so.
No,
No, I mean, there's
Oh,
4
yes,
of us
I'm
here
on.
if we needed it.
We're definitely on, all of us.
right.
I just went on the live stream, but he's not there.
I can't hear you, Mickey. What'd you say?
I said I just clicked on live stream, so we're on the live stream, but he's not on. But
Oh.
we're going out to whoever's
Does
watching.
he realize?
I don't
I don't know,
know.
I just texted him.
He's got to realize. Or maybe he doesn't if he's still seeing live stream. No, he would have to know he got bumped off.
At least it's cool where I am.
We have central air, so I'm happy.
He's working on it, I know.
Okay,
Okay,
might be Shabbos by the time it gets fixed.
that's a shame.
Gotta love modern technology until it fails.
I was doing something on the computer this morning. All I got was circles and circles and circles.
Jesse set mine up and every once in a while it keeps giving me that white message saying, you're not finished setting up. No, you said just keep pushing it off. I listened to tech support.
Why?
I don't know, because we're married.
Ted, how's Vivian?
Vivian is about the same, thank you.
Okay,
So we're just status quo is the word I use.
all right. Give her my regards, please.
I will. She's taken good care of, so I'm not happy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not unhappy about that.
Well, that's good.
I'm so glad people
As a matter of
don't-
fact, I saw Mark Koblenz the other day for the first time. We had emailed and so forth. So I told him I was impressed with the management. He says, "Oh, you want to write a testimonial for our files?" So I said, "Why not?" So about 20 minutes later, he knocks on the door with his aide. She's got a laptop with her.
Oh, he meant business.
He was serious.
He was very serious.
So I gave him a good testimonial. It's true. I'm very much impressed with the total management of that place.
Good.
Good.
That's so important, you know.
Yep. It's been a year, so I've had some experience.
Wow. That's right. It was last summer
What?
that his wife went to go to Sarah.
Oh, that's right by my house.
I can wave to you when I go by.
We're literally 5 minutes away from them.
Well, she likes me to go in the morning before lunch, so that's what I do.
It's a very nice facility.
They had an outdoor luncheon yesterday,
Oh, nice.
barbecue with a real guy with a grill and everything.
Nice. I love that, a real guy with a grill.
I mean, 'cause sometimes it's kind of
No,
done in the
I
oven, you
I like
know.
how he said that, a real guy with a grill.
Yeah, I was too chicken to ask him for a hot dog. Well, they still have their pandemic requirements. So
Ian
as,
Camp.
as a guest, I can't be there when they're eating.
Oh,
And I can't be.
Ian's
in any-
camp just enacted masks for
I
next
can't
week.
be in
Ian.
any of the public areas. I can't do any activities. I have to meet her in her room. And I have to wear a mask all the time.
Yeah, that's hard.
Tough. Well,
I
ladies,
take a negative test every 3 days.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. What the choices were today.
I think they're open till like, oh, they close at 9, so we're fine. Tom only puts their Curvers flavors. He doesn't put scoops. That's because he knows Craig.
Yeah.
He's not gonna put scoops. Craig be like, what are you doing?
You know, the only good thing about this is there are no new members joining us right now, so they won't be
Right.
given the wrong impression.
Oh, that would be kind of fun. Hey, this is what we always do Friday nights before Kiddush.
Friday night services.
Sponsored by, see how well I sponsor things?
Yeah, you did a very
This is
nice
my
job.
fault.
No,
I sponsor.
somebody else is sponsoring. You did it up to today.
No, I
Now,
know.
this is the end. This is somebody else's fault then.
Yeah.
Woo!
Dole Whip is lemon and
I'll
hard ice
sponsor
cream
this
is
through
key
the
lime
week.
pie. Ooh.
Somebody got sick.
Not my fault.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
I don't think it's supposed to rain till tonight.
No, it's not.
It's just hazy.
It's just very humid.
I know, I gotta water the plants. Diane's like, your plants are looking a little wilted.
Yeah,
It's 90 degrees.
I can always get Max on
It won't matter,
unless she's taking a nap.
but it won't matter.
No. Poor
No
rabbi,
offense,
this is
if this-
awful.
If this stays until 7 like this, I'm going to Scoops, I'm sorry.
There he goes, yay.
Hello, everybody,
Hello.
Hello again.
again. All right. Did you finish praying while I was, good? Then let us turn to Kabbalat Shabbat, page 14 in Siddur Sim Shalom, page 10 in Lev Shalem. Should I disappear again? I'm not coming back.
Shabbos is canceled.
No, Shabbos is happening, but I'm not coming back if the technology goes boink yet again.
Does it have something to do with live streaming?
I don't know what it has to do with. My degree is not in technology. And remarkably, the Talmud doesn't cover the subject.
On the other hand, live streaming doesn't get us a minyan, so it might cause us problems that we don't need. That's my point.
Well, I don't know if it's a live. Theoretically, the live stream shouldn't have effect. Theoretically, Zoom works fine because we do it every single morning and every single evening. The only difference in all of this is that I'm logged in through the synagogue Zoom account instead of mine.
Ah. Okay, let's continue with the service.
That's the best I got. Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishach avdach eretzonah yaretz avdach kemo ayav yishtachaveh el mul hadarach Yerah lo yedidutah minofetzu v'chol ta'am Adonai ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat ahavatah Ana refana la behare la na ziva az titchazek v'titrapei v'haita la shivchat olam v'tikyemu Rachamecha v'chusna ben ovach ki ze kama nichsaf lirot betiferet uzach ana eli machmad libi Hoshana ve'atit alam higalena ufros chaviv alai et sukat shemach ta'ir eretz mikevodach Nagila v'nismecha bach Maherahu kivamoi V'choneni ki be'olam Yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 yada dai 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 Yada die 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 die. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Ladonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letzuri Shenu, Nikadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzuri Shenu, Bismirot Naria Lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Ladonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Ladonai. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song. Great is Adonai, a greater sovereign than all other deities. God's hands formed the earth's deep. Mountain crests, too, are God's work. The sea is God's, for God made it. Dry land was fashioned by God's hands. Come, then, let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai who formed us. Arba'im shana kupedor va'omar am to'elevav heim ve'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishbati v'api im yavon el menuchati. Shir Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Basru miyom liyom Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim kevodo, Bechol ha'amim nifleotav, Ki gadol Adonai, Me'od, Nora, Elohim, Yadai, Kikol Elohim, Amin Elohim, Adonai Shamayim Asa, Hod v'Hadar Lefanav, Oz v'Tiferet b'Mikdasho, Havul Adonai Mishbechot Amin, Havul Adonai Kavod v'Oz, Havul Adonai Kevod Shemo, Se'u Mincha, Uvechatzrotav Yadai, Shtachavu Adonai Behadrat Kodesh, Chilu Mipanav Kol Haaretz, Imru Vagoyim Adonai Malach, Aftikon Tevel Baal Timot, Yadin Amim Bemei Sharim, Yismechu Hashamayim Betagel Haaretz, Yiram Hayam, Melo, Ya'alo Sada, Vechol Hashebo, Az Yeranenu Kol Atzeya Lifnei Adonai Kiva Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Teva Be'etzedek, Amin Be'emunato, Yadai, 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 Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers round about. Flashes of lightning illumine the land. The earth watches and trembles. Mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth. The heavens tell of God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory. You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. Oizaru ala tzadik, uli Yisrael simcha, Ozaru Tzadik, Ulishre Simcha, Simchu Tzadikim Bahadonai, Vehodu Zecher Kodsho, Simchu Tzadikim Bahadonai, Vehodu Zecher Kodsho. Mizmor Shir Shir Chadash, Kini Flotas Au Shilim Onim Zrakot Shohod Yadnai Shvat Olei Negolim Kilat Zikato Zachar Chazor Ben Mod Levet Israel Ravu Kol Asayat Eich Yishvat Eloheinu Haril Nai Kol Haaretz Vitzku Ben Arnu V'Zameru Zamru Ladonai Bechinor V'Kol Zimra B'Chatzot Tzrot V'Kol Shofar Haril Lifnei HaMelech Adonai Yirah Lo Teve V'Yoshvei Va Neharot Yimcha Uchav Yachad Harim Yiranenu Lifnei Adonai Kiva Mishpat Haaretz Yishpat Tevel B'Tzedek V'Yamim B'Mei Sharim Yiram Hayamim Lo Tevel V'Yoshvei Va Neharot Imcha Uchav Yachad Harim Yiranenu. Adonai reigns, nations tremble. The one enthroned amidst the Kruvim makes the world quake. Adonai is great in Zion above all nations. They shall acknowledge your name, saying, Great, awe-inspiring Holy One. A sovereign strength lies in the love of justice, and you forge the paths of truth, judging Jacob righteously and justly. Exalt Adonai our God, bow down before God, the Holy One. Moses and Aaron amongst God's priests, and Samuel amongst those who called upon the divine name. They called to you and you answered them. You spoke to them from amidst the cloud. They kept your covenant and the law you gave them. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'ishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We rise and continue page 20 in Sidur Sim Shalom, 21 in Lev Shalem. Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai B'nei Elim, Havul Adonai Kavod Ba'oz, Havul Adonai Kavod Shemo, Ishtachavu Adonai B'Hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai Al Hamayim El HaKavod, Hirim Adonai, Adonai Amayim, Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai B'Koach, Kol Adonai B'Hadar, Kol Adonai Shovel Azim, V'Yishaber Adonai Et Azet Halvanon, Vayakidem Kemo Egel, Lebanon V'Sirion, Kemo ven re'emi, Kol Adonai Chotzei Lavotesh, Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai Yechol Yalot, Vayechesov Ye'arot, Uvechalot, Kulo Omer Kavod, Kula omer kavod. Adonai lama bo yashav. Vayeshev Adonai melech leolam. Adonai oz le'amo yitain. Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmiyanu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shem tiferet b'liti la 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 la. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki hi mekol haveracha meresh mikedem nisucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzeimi tocha hafecha rav lach shevet be'emek habacha v'hu yachmol alayichem la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Titna ari me'afar kumi livshi bigdati partechami al yad ben yishai betalachmi korva el nachi ge la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hit oreri, kiva orech, kumi ori, shir daberi, kvod anai alayich nigla la 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 lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lo tevo shive lo tikami matishtochachi umatehemi v'yechesu aniyei ami v'nibneta ir al tila la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Hayulim shisa shosayich v'rachaku kol nevalayich yasisalayich elahayich kim sos chatan al kala la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Yamin usmol tifrotzi be'et Adonai ta'aritzi ayad ish ben partzi ben ismecha ben nagila la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Bo ive shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzorah toch emunei am segula bo ichala la 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 lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Mizmor shir leyoma. No. I did it. Hold on. Mizmor shir, leyom hashabbat. Mizmor shir, leyom hashabbat. Tov lodot l'Adonai, l'zamer l'shimcha elyon, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בכינור, כי שימחתני עיני באוהליך, במעשה יחדיך אענן. מה גדלו מעשיך היה, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. מה גדלו מעשיך היה, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. A psalm, the song of the day of Shabbat. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. Finger the lute, pluck the harp, let the sound of the lyre rise up. You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. How wonderful are your works, Adonai, how subtle your designs. The righteous flourish like the date palm, thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in our God's courtyards. In old age, they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. Tzadik tamar yifrach ke'erez balvanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Od yenuvu b'seva, deshenim v'rananim yiyeh lehagi, ki ashar Adonai tzuri v'lo alatabo. Adonai malach geut lavesh shemavasitzar afti kotevel balti mohod nachon kisach ameaz melcham nasu narod Adonai nasu nord koloham yisu nord mikolot mayim rabim adirim mishperet yam adir b'maram Adonai elotecha Nehemnu me'od levecha na'ma kodesh Adonai yamin. Okay, we'll pause at this point to do a little study of our parsha for this week. Our parsha presents us with a cluster of rebellions against the authority of Moses and Aaron, and ultimately even against the authority of God, as it is God's decree and choice that is of leaders that is being questioned. And we are told that those who have rallied against Moses and Aaron are led by Korach, who is a fellow Levite, and by Datan and Aviram, Datan and Aviram, who are leaders of the tribe of Reuven. And they have gathered a whole group of others around them. And our teacher, Rabbi Baruch of Mezebosh, looks at the entire incident. And one of the qualities that he notes is that Korach and his followers and his fellow leaders all share one aspect, one personality trait, which is they are prideful. They feel that they have been slighted because they have not been given the full measure of leadership and authority which they believe that they are entitled to. And so our teacher, Rabbi Baruch of Mezebosh, notes that it's not an inherently bad quality to be prideful. After all, being proud of who one is, being proud of where one comes from, are in fact potentially very positive qualities. And so he suggests that the challenge to us is to find a way of balancing proper versus excessive pride. And as he looks out at the world around him, he notices that Jews in the world around him, and he's living in an era where not only is Hasidism nascent on one hand, but you have a huge rise in assimilation on the other hand. And what he does is he sort of transposes the reality of our Parsha onto the reality of his own experience. Right? That Moses and Aaron are proud of who they are, whereas the others are overly prideful. Right? And he sees, even within the Hasidic world, the danger of too much pride, of becoming arrogant and overly confident in one's religiosity. And at the other extreme, he sees people who are insufficient in their pride, who are lacking in pride in their Jewish heritage, their Jewish identity, and therefore are drifting away from the community. So on one hand, you have people who are drifting, and then others who are seeing themselves as being too lofty, too elevated, too pious to engage with the rest of the community, to see them as part of a single people. And so he says the challenge is, in fact, finding that shvil zahav, that sort of golden mean, that middle ground where one can assert one's identity with pride, one can look at one's heritage and one's tradition with a sense of certitude, and be able to bring that with oneself into the public realm. To go forward with a sense of Jewish pride, but not a sense of Jewish arrogance. And he said that was the flaw, that the problem that Korach and his followers had. They were too prideful, and in his own generation, Rabbi Baruch of Mezebosh sees the downfall of insufficient. Okay, so with that, let me bring our davening to a close with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Bachuni l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Teichem l'shalom, malachei shalom, malachei elyon. Melech malachei amlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Shabbat shalom v'orach, everyone.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good to be with you.
Good Shabbos.
Shabbat